Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about the actual cost for $10,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 51-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to know is you can go directly to our website. Pretty much on every page, we have these quoters. You can click on whatever state you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way, and you can just click whatever coverage amount you want. And you'll be able to enter your birthday and click Get Quotes Now. It'll pull up the same quote that we use to help people. It'll show you all the different companies that are available, all the different pricing, and just go research there. That'd be great for you. We've got our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. You can call us if you want to talk with a real human. We can certainly help you out and would love to talk with you. Now, the first thing you need to ask yourself, if you're a 51-year-old male, is $10,000 going to be enough to handle your final expenses and take care of what you want taken care of, when you are gone? Now, typically that's going to be a cremation or a burial. Now, a cremation, the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you just come home in a cardboard box or nothing fancy, and $10,000 will handle that quite well. Now, if you're going to get cremated and have some sort of ceremony, that's probably going to be between $3,500 to $4,500, and $10,000 will handle that quite well. Now, if you're going to get buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So $10,000 would take care of things, but I can tell you one thing, it's not going to be anything fancy. But, if you walk into a funeral home with a $10,000 check, if your family did, I should say, then we can't imagine they would not accept that money. They would make it fit. Again, they'd probably have to tone it down quite a bit just because of funding, but they would get it done. And we just find it hard to believe that they would, let that check walk down the road to one of their competitors. But with that said, you're 51 years old. You're smart for looking at getting this insurance now while the price is lower. But by the same token, if you plan on living longer, like maybe to age 61 or 71 or 81, you're going to need more insurance later on. But keep in mind, if you're on a fixed or limited income and $10,000 is all you can afford, get the $10,000. It's going to help your family, especially when it's immediate first day coverage, like what we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. Just get what you can afford right now, because we can always help you add more coverage later. So don't feel like you've got to take care of everything all at once. But, if you're looking for a burial plan for kind of more the long term, we'd probably recommend you look at maybe $12,500, $15,000. You can get more, again, as your budget allows, but we just want people to be conservative. Now, the first thing you need to really focus on when you're shopping for these policies is get first day coverage. And that's what we help people with here at Funeral Funds of America. Now, a lot of people would say, well, yeah, but that first day coverage, it has health questions, and I'm not in the best of health. Well, that's why we work with so many different insurance companies, so that if there's something going on health-wise, we can help you out with that. Now, the only reason we wouldn't be able to help you out is if you had really severe, significant health issues, like maybe a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you are on dialysis, or you were in a hospital or in a nursing home. The other thing that seems to happen, at least on a weekly basis with us, is somebody will call up and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week. Their body is down at the funeral home. They didn't have insurance. We don't have any money, and the funeral home's not going to do anything until they get money in their hands. And we have to tell them that, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States that will offer any type of life insurance to somebody who's already dead. And it's very sad that the person who passed away, they knew they were going to die someday, but they just didn't take care of this. They probably thought they had more time, and we always think we have more time until we don't. And just really left the family really deeply hurting, both financially and emotionally. So don't be that person in the room. Don't be so silly. Take care of your loved ones, and take care of this before you absolutely need it or before you die. So also, we don't recommend plans with 2-year waiting periods. We do not want that. And there's a lot of companies out there. Colonial Penn is probably the most well-known, just because they advertise all the time on television And it seems like they're on TV every 7 minutes or so. But, you know, a lot of 51-year-old males would think, oh, you know, for $9.95, I'm probably going to get $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 worth of insurance, because those commercials sound so enticing. And yet when they go to Colonial Penn, they'll see that $9.95 for one unit for a 51-year-old male is actually only going to buy $1,620. Now, that's hardly even enough to get a cremation these days. And you got to consider that, you know, even if a cremation was $1,600 right now, it's going to be more expensive in 2 years due to inflation. And this plan has got a 2-year waiting period. If you die of a health or medical reason in the first 2 years, it's not going to pay out a penny in life insurance death benefit. So keep that in mind. There's other companies out there that are 2-year waiting period companies like Mutual of Omaha, the United of Omaha product, AIG, Gerber. There's also a bunch of other companies out there that only help people with 2-year waiting period policies. And some of those companies have done a great job of convincing the American public that if you're over age 50, the only thing you can get is a plan with a 2-year waiting period. And we have to say, such is not the case, because we help people every single day with first day coverage. So let's see, $10,000. I'm going to guess if one unit $1,620, we probably need, let's see, 6 units or so. I'd have to guess. You can't actually buy $10,000 worth of insurance for a 51-year-old male, because their unit pricing kind of gives you these wackadoodle kind of numbers, 1620. Let's see if I got that somewhat close. 6 units. Pretty close. All right. So 9,720. That's probably as close as you're going to get, because if we go up to 7 units, it's going to go way over quite a bit. So let's go back to 6 units. So 6 units through Colonial Penn is roughly $59. Well, let's round it up to $60. Now let's go over and let's see what first day coverage would cost and see if that can save you any money. So we've got $10,000 here, male, age 51. We're going to click get a quote, and then we're going to go back. And again, this is right around $10,000 for $60. You could get first day coverage with this company right here, Trinity Life. We actually work with them. They're a great company. Level means first day coverage, and that's $28.29. So remember, this is roughly $60. And even if we said worst case scenario and rounded up, this is $30. So Colonial Penn is more than 200% higher than this insurance company, Trinity Life. And with Colonial Penn, you're going to have to suffer through a 2-year waiting period. And you will overpay. You will overpay the $30+ a month from this plan versus this plan. You will overpay that for the rest of your life. And think about this. If you're overpaying $30 a month, that's $360 a year. And after 10 years, that would be $3,600 you would overpay. If you lived another 20 years, you'd overpay $7,200 on a $10,000, actually a $9,720 policy. So why would you do that? Why would you do that if you can get first day coverage? Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Let's check out a couple other different insurance companies here. Maybe some that advertise, a fair amount. Let's see. And you'll be able to see all these insurance companies too. We provide you access to all of these. Oh, here's one like Lincoln Heritage. So Lincoln Heritage, fine company, level coverage, but look at their pricing. Oh my gosh, $43. Now, Lincoln Heritage has the thing where when you pass away, they will call 2-3 different places to kind of get you the best pricing and maybe do a couple other things too. But you end up paying a premium for that. So that's $43. 43 versus 28. So that is about $15 more a month. So that's probably right around $150 a year. I'm just using round numbers, easy math, $150 a year. So you'd overpay roughly $1,500 after 10 years. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth $1,500 for somebody to make a few phone calls and maybe just do a couple other things for your family? So what we would recommend is what we do is we provide a funeral and estate planning guide, and you can fill that out. Who gets what goes where. where you want to be buried, kind of service, all that information. We recommend you fill that out in advance and then just keep it with your insurance policy. And that way, when you do pass away, your family's got all your instructions and they're going to know that you were thinking about them well in advance and that you loved them and cared for them and wanted to kind of reduce the financial and emotional hardship when you passed away. And the benefit is you don't have to overpay on insurance. You can actually pay less every month and keep more of that money in your pocket. So let's see other companies out there too. You'll be able to see all the different ones, like Lumico here is $40. We see them once in a while out there, but $40 versus 20, that's roughly $12. That's $144 a year. That's $1,440 after 10 years. That'd be $1,880 after 20 years. Again, why overpay? So go to funeralfunds.com. You can fill out a quarter. We've got a special quarter on YouTube, funeralfunds.com/YouTube, where you'll be able to get special pricing and all the discounts. You can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, and talk with a real agent. And whether you've got an existing policy and you just want to price check it, or you want to add coverage to it, we can help you with that. If you want a brand new policy, we can also help you there. And even if you just have questions, give us a call. But we look forward to talking with you and helping you out with this. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.